Hello my dearest health seeker, how are you? It's Inga from Health Origins, still recovering with the voice, so I'm sorry about that. But today I thought of another invention, right? I haven't tried it yet, so we'll try it together. If you followed my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, Health Origins Facebook page, on there I've got something called hummesto. So it's hummus and pesto together in one spread, right? And that was quite popular with people. You know, they were really liking that idea, that invention. So I thought today, why not making hummole, as Mark coined the phrase. So that's hummus and guacamole together. So let's see how that works out. Here we have the ingredients, guys. So I've got my Bamix stick blender, or a mixer, should I say. Then I've got a tall glass jug, which I think it's the best way to do pastes and things, with a stick blender in a tall jug. And that's how I make my hummus, how I make my pesto, and you know, different kind of claggy recipes. Then I've got a can of drained chickpeas. So I've drained, excuse my voice, I've drained the water from these aquafaba to use for other purposes. So I've got a can of chickpeas, and I've got my yummy, creamy avocado. This is perfectly ripe, one big avocado. I've got a lemon, so I've got, you know, cut it in halves. We'll see whether we use the whole or just half of them. And then I've got a apple cider vinegar that I feel it gives it like a slightly different tanginess to the hummus, for example, if added. So I might add the tablespoon of that. Then I've got one small clove of garlic crushed, and I've got a very tiny onion, or maybe say half an onion chopped. Okay, so let's start with blending the chickpeas, because that's the hardest ingredient. So you want to make sure you blend that well. Actually, I think it's not going to be enough water from just the lemon and the avocados. We'll need some kind of liquid, and instead of using water, for example, I like using brine. So I'll grab some pickle brine, cucumbers in brine. So I'll grab that. So here we have a quarter of a cup of light cucumber brine. If you don't have olive or cucumber brine to hand, olive would be really good, but I haven't got it at the minute. So if you don't want to put brine, you could use the chickpea water instead. You know, the chickpea water that you drained, you could perhaps add quarter of a cup to start with, and we'll see, you know, what consistency we need. So I'm gonna add that in, and also I've got some pink Himalayan salt as well. So I think I'm gonna just add perhaps say about a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, and blend the chickpeas with the brine to start with. And you want this really smooth, so I'm probably going to be blending it for a couple of minutes. Well, I'll add some more salt, and I'll also add half a juice of lemon to make the blending even easier. So I'll juice half a lemon. Also, you could probably use a bit of the lemon zest. If you've got organic non-waxed lemons, you could just zest maybe half or even the whole lemon and chuck that in there. But my lemons are non-organic and they are waxed, so I don't want wax in my hummus, or hummole, shall we say, the recipe I'm trying to create, or trialing out. So So yeah, so I'm gonna pour juice of half a lemon to start with, and we'll see if we're gonna need any more I'm sorry, zinginess. And then also I'm gonna add the tablespoon of apple cider vinegar now too. That probably should be enough for the acidic ingredient. We're probably not going to need the other half of lemon, but we'll see. So I'm going to blend this until it's smooth now. So the chickpeas are quite smooth right now, and maybe you notice that I don't have tahini, and obviously I don't use oil anyway, but normally in my hummus I would use tahini. But because we are putting avocado, which is a natural fat source as well already, we're replacing tahini basically with avocado here. So we'll see how that goes. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the remaining ingredients. So I'm going to put in the lovely ripe avocado in there. So just chunk it in, scoop it all out. And we're going to be adding our onion, garlic, and continue blending. So adding the garlic and the onion. Right, so now we need a taste test to see if it's missing any salt or more acidity. It's pretty nice, guys. I think perhaps a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit of salt needed. So I'll add a little bit of salt, and also I think as an extra ingredient, guys, I'm going to add some smoked paprika for the smokiness, because I know in traditional guacamole they either put some chilies, so you could probably put either, you know, chili powder or fresh chilies if you like, but we don't like ours spicy, so I'm just going to put some smoked paprika instead. So I'm going to put half a teaspoon of smoked paprika and blend it up again. So now a little taste test. It's actually pretty spot on, guys. So now we need a willing participant to taste test it. I'll try and get mark for you guys. So I present you our taste tester.
Hi.
And he was actually the inventor of what this is.
Oh, what? Yeah, you're doing hummus and guacamole. Hummole.
Yeah, holy moly, it's hummole, right? So he's the inventor. If it goes viral, guys,
make it viral. This is awesome stuff.
Well, you don't know.
Well, I don't know how it tastes, but the name's good.
Yeah, the name is definitely good. So grab yourself something to dip in with and taste it.
Taste the hummole.
Yeah, and let us know what you think.
Well, we're going to do this whole thing. Wow. That's a taste sensation.
Yeah? So what does it taste like?
Let me try.
With a carrot, maybe less. Get a good dollop on there.
That's that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll try it as well.
It's gorgeous, actually.
You like it?
I don't know why anyone hasn't come up with this before. If they have, I apologise, but wow. It's like hummus, but it's not as dry. It's a little bit more moist, and because of that, I think it spreads the flavour.
Because of the avocado.
Yeah.
So instead of putting tahini in this, I put avocado.
Okay.
So that's kind of the exchange.
Yeah.
And you can also taste this sandwich I put together. So it's a bit of that hummole on the pita, warm pita. Couple of tofu steaks. So if you want to know how to bake tofu, have a look at my previous video that I've got online. And then some spring onions and some tomatoes. You want to give this a...
I really shouldn't, but
I'm
gonna. Oh, this is quite... Okay, I'll just hang it over the edge of the plate there 'cause it's a little bit difficult to pick up.
Oh.
That makes me happy.
There you go, guys. You heard it.
Can I eat all of this?
Yeah, it's for you. So it makes Mark happy. Try it and see what you think. Does it make you happy? Any strange combinations you invented or tried, right? Let me know down below in the comments, and subscribe if you haven't done so. If you think somebody else would like this weird combination, share it with your friends and family.
They will.
And see you next time, guys.
Bye bye.